Yo, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining me in Grand Theft Auto 5 as we try to solve the Chiliad mystery. I'm RJ. Today we are joining up with French mystery hunter Giameni. What's happening, Giameni?
Hi RJ, thanks for having me in the channel. It's really a pleasure to be here with you to talk about the mystery and to try to see if we can put our ID together and get somewhere.
Yeah, maybe we can crack this thing, Giameni. Definitely great to have him on the channel. As I said, he represents the French Chiliad mystery community. This thing is worldwide, guys. And right now, there's a lot going on. Apparently, the cracked egg might be the alien egg, and that might be discovered very soon, as well as a crashed UFO. There's a lot to talk about, guys, but we've still yet to find a trigger to make these things appear. So, Giameni, you've heard about the crashed UFO and everything that apparently is ready to be discovered any moment now. Do you think it's something that's going to be activated by perhaps someone with 100%, maybe even somebody in GTA Online? What's your thoughts on, the crashed UFO and everything that has been located within the game scripts?
It's pretty interesting what Rockstar had on the last DLC, that crashed UFO. For me, it's really, we already talked about that on some live stream when you were showing the UFO. To me, it's really the ship. It's the same that they had for the Phylance and Felomni, and is damaged now. And we also got 5 trigger points near the military base. What is really crazy.
Yeah, and we're showing off a tweet right here by Robin Rams, who actually figured out, you can see that they have a new time trail is placed right next to where this supposed spawn point is. I thought this was an amazing tweet by Robin. He's pretty good at figuring out these things. Any thoughts on this, Giamatti? I mean, considering we now know that there's a possible trigger point right next to Fort Zancudo of all places, and it's almost like Rockstar is toying with us here.
Yeah, as you said, a big shout out to Robin, because he's always like the first who's gonna find some stuff interesting like this, so big shout out to him. And yeah, I think it's definitely a clue from Rockstar, because it's really near where we found the 5 trigger point. And what Rockstar do have always a purpose, it's have a meaning, it's there for a reason. So why especially now they put the time trail there near the military base? It's really, yeah, it's really a clue. Is that what I think?
Yeah, I'm with you there. Solid find there by Robin. So we know it's right there, guys. That is supposedly the trigger points. It's kind of strange how there's more than one. Very, very odd, guys. But really, still to this day, I don't think anybody has a definitive idea of what to do there, guys. So we're going to get into that. Thanks again for joining up for the episode. Show love to Giameni. I'll have a link in the description to his channel. He has some pretty good knowledge on there, guys. His channel, of course, is in French, but maybe he'll come up with some more English Chiliad mystery episodes there over on the Giameni channel as well. But thanks again for joining up, Giameni. Let's get into the recent events of the Chiliad mystery. So we're here at the supposed spawn point for the alien egg, and I guess the crashed UFO as well. So Giameni, we're looking for these trigger points. That's the most important thing about discovering this stuff, because clearly it's not here right now. Do you think this is something we're going to be able to figure out with the game scripts? Because coming here, I mean, it's hard to even think of stuff to try.
Yeah, as you said, it's really weird, because when you go there, you see absolutely nothing. In the code files, Chiliad Mystery Guru found 5 trigger points, but that's it. It's nothing there, and it's an unusual place. All what we know, it's a bunker, not so far from there, and that should also be a clue to put one especially there, like the time trial race.
Yeah.
So what I ask is, if you go there and it's nothing, so the trigger point aren't there. We know that, for example, for the Chiliad UFO, you need more than 1 trigger point. So how to make just what the question is? Yeah, it's good. We found a new UFO. We found a missile. We have a lot of theory of what can happen. But the thing is that the biggest question that we have to work on it is just how to trigger those trigger points, how to make them appear, how to do what's the combination of stuff to do to activate them.
Okay, so you mentioned the Fort Zancudo bunker that's been added with all the other bunkers, of course, but there is one right there at the end of Zancudo, and then the new Rockstar clue we mentioned with the time trail. So these are clues in GTA Online, and I'm just wondering, with all this stuff happening in Online, is that their way of telling us that it's in Online? Rockstar adding the time trail right there, they're telling us that this continuation of the UFO mystery is in Online, Giamatti.
You're absolutely right on that. And what is really weird is, since the beginning, we don't have any mystery in Online. As we already say in video, the Online is before the story mode. We have some proof of that with some scene that happen in Online, and in the timeline they come. It's of course before the story mode. But here, they had the ship in the Violence and Felony update, and they had it in Online, and now that one is also in Online. So or they did that, just said to us that we have to check in Online, or they just wanted to hide them there and think that the player will not go to check those files, and we just done it.
So it could be in GTA Online, guys. Maybe they added the Bigfoot and the Beast mystery to single player, and then they will, of course, continue the UFO mystery in GTA Online, guys. There's been no UFOs in Online yet, but it definitely could happen like that. Now, another thing that I wanted to throw at you, Giamatti, the UFO, we know it's crashed, but it could be already crashed, right? It could have been crashed and then recovered by the military, especially if that trigger point is right there next to Zancudo. It wouldn't take long for the military to get it and then stash it away. And there's only one spot that they could do that, and that is the massive hangar here in Fort Zancudo, the one on the left side right there. That hangar is opened up in GTA Online, but here in single player, obviously it is closed. So what do you think about the theory about this crashed UFO being in the game, but for some reason it's in this hangar that is still yet to be opened? Clearly it would fit inside there.
It's absolutely possible, and it's the only place where a UFO can be hid. Is that big hangar, that big place. He is open in Online, but in story mode he's closed.
Mm-hmm. The only place it could be.
What you also asked before with the Online, and it's very interesting, is that if you remember the Bigfoot versus Beast Easter egg, it came with also with the Violence and Felony DLC, but the Beast was already playable in Online months before.
So it's kind of a clue there, I guess you could say. I didn't even think about that one, because Rockstar's done a great job at teasing all this stuff beforehand. We talked about that recently with the orange glow of the UFO on that van, and there's a lot more. So what would their clue be that the UFO is here for Zancudo? The fact that it's already opened in Online. They're showing us that this thing can be opened and how big it is inside. It just so happens to be the same size of the UFO that's been added into the game, and we know that, of course, thanks to Giamatti. We will definitely check that out, guys. Check out some mind-blowing footage here of the new UFO. So here's a look at the Dam ship, the first UFO that was added into the game that is yet to be discovered. We'll look at the crashed UFO here shortly. So this is a new video that you put out not too long ago, Giamatti. What do you think about the differences between the two undiscovered UFOs?
Is that what I said Is that what I said in the video? That's why I put them one next to the other. I really did a comparison between both, and they're really the same. I mean, they are the same form, the same size, the same shape, the same detail, and even the same. Just these two UFOs have 5 antennas. And it's one thing that Robin also pointed when he showed the ship the first time. He said that UFO just have 5 antenna, and the other ones they have like 10 or something like this.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call right there, Giamatti. So based on, the antennas, the size is obviously the same as well. And I would have to also point out the FIB. Even though the FIB is kind of in the textures, if you look at them, unlike the UFOs on top of Chiliad and above the alien hippie camp, neither of these have that apparent FIB logo, especially the one that's spinning around. So that might be the biggest clue of them all, that they are the same. We have to blow up this one to create the other one. Very, very good stuff here, Giamatti. As far as the texture and the detail on that crashed UFO, I was thinking that maybe the smoke and even some of the problems underneath. You can see how it doesn't seem to be quite as detailed on the bottom as it is up top. But there you have all the crashed glass there. Damn, that's crazy looking. The detail's amazing, but I really think that maybe the smoke shows you that the crash is pretty fresh.
To be honest, when I saw the first time I saw that UFO, I had problem with my menu and was unable to make it spawn. So I saw it in Fearless Fox video, and I think when I saw it, I think he put the smoke there. You know what I mean? The smoke animation. I really think he put that there. And then when I make it spawn, I saw that it was really there. Meaning, as you said, that the crash just happened. That UFO cannot be underwater. I agree with you with that, because before to make it spawn there, I just tried to make it spawn underwater. And you don't see the small, and you don't see also the electrical sparkle, you know? You see nothing. So it's obvious that it's on the ground.
Crazy. Alright, so keep in mind, guys, this UFO is way more detailed than the ones we've actually found. So the two UFOs that are undiscovered have more detail than the UFOs that we've found before. Pretty crazy, and it shows you that they're ready to maybe not only be discovered, possibly to be flown, or in this one's case, to be blown up. Giamatti, so what's your thoughts on if these UFOs are going to be in single player or in GTA Online?
It's a big question mark, because as we already said more than one time, we don't have any mystery related stuff in online. We don't have any UFO, we have really nothing. Everything is in single player, but there we have a lot of clue in online. And also these two UFO are in DLC files for online mode. It could be possible that they want to do like a kind of zombie mode, but with aliens, or everybody have to team together. That's why maybe they put the bunker also in online.
Exactly.
But there is going to be a kind of deception for mystery hunters, because meaning we still know anything.
That's the ultimate question, Giamatti. You mentioned it. Why the hell did they give us the bunkers? And I'd have to think that because we haven't gotten anything online yet, and they gave us the bunkers, it's got to be the ultimate setup. They are teasing it, and they're letting us know that these UFOs, maybe even the Chiliad mystery, could go down in online. The only question I have about that, because it does make sense, of course, is the events of online are supposed to have went down before single player. So does that even add up to you that they could do it in GTA Online? Why would they have a UFO war before the events of single player? It doesn't seem to add up.
If it's not a UFO wars, if you want to think realistic, the online mode is before the story mode. The only UFO that we can see in the game is with FIB logo, or is the Zancudo one, but it's also made by humans. It's a kind of military weapon. What can be possible is from where the military got those plans to do the UFO. So maybe we will see the crash in online, and then they will build the UFO. You know what I mean? For the story mode.
Okay, that would make sense. And of course, Omega talked about surviving the crashed UFO. So in that case, I guess it would make sense if they include Omega in it. But the fact that GTA Online happens before story mode, it still makes me believe that the Chiliad mystery has to happen in single player, or at least the conclusion of it. Let us know what you guys think. Thanks again for joining up, G-Many. Of course, we have some other videos on the way. In fact, we worked on a couple pretty cool things that are going to be coming out soon. Obviously, really looking forward to our future endeavors.
Thank you very much, RJ. It's always a pleasure to have those discussions with you about the mystery and the clue that Rockstar show us. And yeah, already, as you said, we have some good stuff still planned, so I advise to the viewer to stay tuned to Trippy Commentaries channel.
Yes, well said, G-Many. Thanks again for joining us for the video. We have a Chiliad mystery live stream going down tomorrow. Definitely join up for that. I do recommend you hit the notification button. That'll let you guys know exactly when we start up. Thanks again, guys. I'll catch you soon. Show love to G-Many. I'll have a link in the description to his channel. As always, make sure to stay motherfucking trippy, my friends.